Has anyone here, I know a good amount of people have seen the movie, but I'm wondering if anyone else has seen this movie that I'm about to talk about. The movie that I am going to talk about is Vanilla Sky. And it is an American adaptation of a Spanish film that is about, the same concept. But both movies have Penelope Cruz starring as Sophia. The movie is about a man played by Tom Cruise, David. And this movie, Vanilla Sky, was released back in 2001. It centers around the man who is in prison for murder. And we're learning about the story of how he got there. So the movie has, Penelope Cruz, Tom Cruise, Kurt Russell, Michael Shannon. They even have Jason Lee. They have an array of characters. So Tom Cruise plays David. It even has Cameron Diaz. I almost forgot her. But like I said, Tom Cruise plays a man named David. David's a player, things like that. He's head of some magazine company, things like that. He's in jail for a murder, and Kurt Russell is his lawyer. He's trying to figure out what made you, trying to get a defense going, things like that. Take me back to the day, what led to it, and so forth. So you learn that David keeps having this dream, the well-known scene in Times Square in New York City. He's also had a brief relationship with Cameron Diaz's character. He started to fall in love with Sophia, played by Penelope Cruz. And things go south when he gets in the car with Cameron Diaz, and she purposely causes the car to crash, putting David into a coma and disfiguring him, which ends up causing him a lot of, issues with his vanity, mental issues. He can't think straight. He has trouble differentiating what is real and what is not. And he has a very, a huge, impactful fear of heights. So why am I talking about this movie? Well, I will tell you why. Like I said, many people have watched this movie. Many people have not. I feel like the whole movie, and I'm pretty sure there are other people who would agree with me, I feel like the whole movie was a dream. Why was it a dream? Because the whole thing was a dream. I feel like he was in a coma, and that while he was in the coma from the car accident, he was dreaming about this. Why do I feel that? Because there were a lot of things that you just, a lot of these hints. So, David's friend, I don't remember his name, but it was played by Jason Lee, and he goes, "I'm from Ohio. I don't know this stuff." And David flat out says, "You're not from Ohio, dude. You're from somewhere else." And then Kurt Russell's character says, "I'm from Ohio. I don't know what that is." He's like, "Oh, then you missed out," things like that. "I've been married for 22 years and I'm having a dinner with my daughter," So there's a lot of things, that just didn't really make sense. There's a scene where he couldn't differentiate if it was Sophia, Penelope Cruz's character, or Cameron Diaz's character, messing with them. He kept on seeing the same man everywhere, which was tech support. He kept on screaming L.E., like Ellie, as if it was a name, but it's L.E., this place that puts you, to sleep and things like that. There was a lot of hints. Like, for example, there's a line that is often used going, "Open your eyes, open your eyes." So he's in a coma, which was caused by the car accident. There's also a actually two key factors near the ending when he realizes that it's a dream. Or like, this doesn't make any sense. Because he's with tech support. Tech says, you could do whatever you want in the stream, dude. You could do whatever you want. And he goes, so I can imagine, Frank or McCabe come up here. And he comes up here. And then he's like, okay, so this is a dream. And then you have Sophia there on top with them, who's supposedly dead, but she's there. She's there. And he tells her the line that she told him. I will tell you everything when in another life when we are cats. He tells her the same thing. Also, he's like, well, how did it happen? Like, how did I die? If I chose this, what did I do? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it cost you some time, blah, blah, blah. And he jumps off the roof, knowing fully well he's afraid of heights. And then his eyes, like we see his eyes open up, as they're saying, open your eyes. He was in a coma. That whole thing was a dream, and he was in a coma. Because the car accident has been told for many, many times. And even he said to the guy, I was in a coma for 3 months. I don't remember anything. I remember the car accident. But that was it. The guy who's like his advisor saying, you were so rude to me. You didn't talk back to me the last time I saw you, blah, 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 making fun, telling him, hey, you gotta get back on the board. They're trying to get you to seem unfit. So you gotta come in here and make a statement. Yeah, it's a dream. So it's like he's like, we all had dreams where we're aware that we're dreaming. We just can't help but go with the flow of the dream, even though we know fully well it's a dream. Like, let's say, like, what was it? For example, I had a dream once where Aldi had a pet section, and the snakes came out, and one of them bit me directly on my hip bone. And I said, we gotta go to the hospital. I gotta get, anti-venom, and they're like, oh no, you don't need anti. And they're putting more venom in me. First off, right then and there, that was a dream. Why? Because Aldi's is a food place. They don't have a pet section. They never have, as far as I know. Second, we all know anti-venom is to help counteract the effects of the venom, of the poison in the venom if you get hit by anything. Bit by a tarantula, a lizard, stung by anything. That's what is used. Alright. Yeah, I knew it was a dream, but you can't help but, go with that dream because it's a dream. I had one time a dream where I was at my cousin's house spending the night there, and these burglars walked in, and they're dancing around like from like oldie black and white film, stealing stuff. And I'm telling them, yo, I can see you guys, you need to leave. They don't leave, they dance around, and I'm shouting, out, get out. And I'm half asleep, yelling and screaming, reenacting the dream, and then I go back to sleep and snore. I knew fully well it was a dream because, one, I was at home when I had that dream. I was in my own bed. Two, I have slept at my cousin's house before for, I believe it was New Year's, and, it was there. At that same time, I was watching Irma Vep, which is a show centered around Mira. It was on HBO, and then there was a movie beforehand where she's playing the main character of, she was playing Irma Vep, the main character, and she was head of the vampires, and they were burglars, thieves that went under vampires because they went in the night and you never see them, things like that. So I had finished that show, and that's why it was in the dream. So there you go. Your brain has a way. It was like your subconscious takes stuff from your conscious mind and things like that. I don't really understand how the brain does with dreams, but I know if you hit the REM, like you go to deep sleep, is when the REM, the REM. I don't know what it means, what it stands for, but That's what it is. Once you're in deep sleep, that's when the REM activates and you have your dreams. Something like that. I've been out of school for a while. It's something, I don't know. Your subconscious takes stuff from your conscious, from the waking world, from your conscious, and then unreels it on its ugly head sometimes. I don't know. But and there's a lot of things about dreams. There's a lot of hints. So he's dreaming. That's my theory. My theory is that was all a dream while he was in a coma. And him opening his eyes, probably a nurse or someone telling him, open your eyes because he's coming back. Because one thing's for sure, he was in an accident. That never once changed. He was in an accident. He met Sophia, things like that. He was in a relationship with, Cameron Diaz's character, or just had a fling with her or whatever. And his best friend was played by Jason Lee, So a lot of main factors have stayed the same. Everything after that, like, it takes on a new thing. Now, they're stayed the same throughout the movie. It is still told throughout the movie. But there are just hints that just grab like this is a dream. He knows the car. He was with Cameron Diaz in the car. Car accident happened. Things like that. We don't know if she is, if she passed away due to the accident. We just know that in the dream sequence, we can't really say. They said that she passed away, but the question is, did she really? Because in the real world, we don't know. Second, again, that tech support guy, he was still there. Never met the tech support guy. This was a completely new person. Same thing with Kurt Russell's character. We only see him in the dream. And at the ending, that was a huge dream. He was dreaming. This was all taking place during the coma because he says, I was in a coma for 3 months. So, and the question is, well, how do you know that he was in a coma? Yeah, he says it. I think he was in a coma because he was in a car accident and this is a dream, so he's got to be in a coma. Maybe perhaps, I don't know. Maybe the brain is a magnificent thing. The brain is like, the brain knows. The brain knows. If you watch Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet's movie, Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, that is going to give you a great example of how well the brain works. That's a good movie too. But yes, I think he was in a coma the whole time. Like somehow he knew, or he could have been asleep. During the time while he was in the accident, he had to been, unconscious for a certain amount of time. So I think it was a dream that was caused by the accident. And the rest, because the rest doesn't make sense. There's a lot of things that doesn't make any sense. I don't know, you guys check it out. Because there's no way, in hell that David is dead. I highly doubt it. Because if he was dead, then that whole thing would have been in purgatory or things like that, and Kurt Russell's character would have been an angel having him, confess his sins. Like in The Lovely, I think that was also 2001? Maybe 2002, 2003, maybe. Calvin Klein and Ashley Judd, in that movie, Calvin Klein's character, which was based off a true story. These were real people. They were just, the movie's the movie, We don't know if production happened like that, no. The Archangel Gabriel, invites him because he's passing away. He's at the last end and he goes, tell me about your life. Let's watch your life. Explain to me what that is, if it would have done something like that, we would have been like, oh, whoa, he's dying. He's in a coma, he's dying. We're just learning how he got there. No, he's not dying. He's not dead. He's in a coma, and apparently when you're in a coma, now this is what I have heard, and there was someone I knew that had a family member who was in a coma due to, I believe, a stroke. I'm not going to get too into it, but they said it was like they don't remember. They said they remembered this happened, and the next thing they knew, they woke up. But they do slightly remember, like they didn't know they were sleeping or in a dream or anything. They just had memories. Like, they were reliving memories. But actually, not like reliving memories like, oh, this. They were like reliving them, but watching it as a third person. I've actually had that happen before. They said they were watching these memories play out like a movie in front of them while it's happening. You know, kind of like Matthew McConaughey in, I think it was 2013 this movie was made. Maybe it was it was either 2011, maybe 2014, I don't know. Which had the same concept of the Christmas Carol, ghosts of girlfriends past. And Matthew McConaughey, who plays Ben, who is older, is being guided by Emma Stone's characters or ghost to show him the past of how he became a player, because his uncle was a player and told him, "Hey, you're gonna be met with these 3 ghosts. Yeah, I taught you how to do this and this, but I think I may have gone overboard. So you're gonna have to change your ways now while you have a chance, because this is what's gonna happen." So like he's like how he's watching everything play out with the memories and stuff. That's what this person told me, that someone they knew saw it, that they were watching memories play out in front of them. Yeah, so I don't think these were memories playing out in David's head. I think these were just like some memories, they were real. Like, he knew he got in the car and he knew he was involved in an accident. After that, nothing else made sense. So it's a dream. It's a dream. He was in a coma and the mind was trying to figure out what was going on while he was in a coma. And even he himself said, I don't remember much. When you're in a coma, you don't remember. So it was a dream. I truly feel like it was a dream. He is in a coma and he is dreaming. And in the end, he wakes up. So that is what happened. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there have already done a video like this. Okay, cool, fine. I'm just saying why I feel this is all a dream. Taking the information that I know on my hand, taking the information from what I've seen in the movie, taking all of this. Taking all the hints and everything. He is in a dream. Because he is in a coma. You don't agree? That's fine. If you guys do agree, great. But this is what I feel. This is my opinion. This is my theory. And I am sticking to it. I am putting my foot down. I am standing my ground. I am sticking to it. He is in a coma, and the whole movie is a dream. There you go. Yeah, go ahead, watch the movie. It's a good movie. It depends if you guys want to watch it good. Like I said, it is based off a Spanish film, which has the same concept. I've seen the Spanish film only once and said I like the American version better. I don't know. But yeah, go ahead and watch it and see for yourself. Yeah, bye.